Hello YouTube! It is Friday the 13th of November. Woo! And I am BandedWendy. And, I don't know, I guess it's more random thoughts on a Friday. A couple things got me thinking today, so I'm here to talk about it. One of the first things I've thought of is that I'm really on track with my exercise this week. I'm proud of myself about that. Even going to go home today on a Friday, go to the gym, before I can even think about, I have possibly some plans tonight. And the idea of going out and having dinner and having drinks and cocktails, it's a free bar, used to really excite me, be fun, oh cool, it'll be fun to go hang out with friends and drink and eat. But at this point in the game, I'm so focused to want to lose the weight that I'm not as interested in doing that. Knowing that my boyfriend will be home from work tomorrow, Saturday, so Saturday night will be us eating and drinking. So I'd rather save it up to use with him if I'm going to do it. So yay for going to the gym, and I'm also starting to realize, because I am an everyday weigher, that the days that I exercise, the next day I see some movement that I want to see on the scale. The days I don't exercise, the next day I don't see the movement. So even if I'm exercising 30 minutes times 6 times or 7 times a week for 200 and whatever minutes, I'm getting my 30 minutes daily in averaged out, it doesn't matter, or at least it hasn't the last week. So I'm going to the gym today. I'm going to the gym Saturday. I'm probably going to go to the gym Sunday. I'll give Sunday questionable, but for sure today and Saturday. So that's interesting. Does anyone else notice that? It's almost like even the calorie intake. You know, if you're used to eating 700 to 900 calories and you start eating, I'm noticing 900 to 1100 calories, it's a lot harder to lose the weight. So if you bump up the exercise, then you got to keep up bumping up the exercise. And if you lower the calorie intake, you got to keep lowering the calorie intake. So that's where I'm at. Something else I noticed, I'm really good about staying focused and preparing and planning and tracking my nutritional information, breakfast, lunch, sometimes even if there's a snack, like a small piece of cheese or something. And it's the evening where things can sometimes go off track. That was the old Wendy life too, before being BandedWendy. So that's something I really have to recognize, and I'm curious to know if anyone else is noticing any of these things I talk about, and how you deal with them, or how you manage to do better at it, or some self-improvement, or what you think on any of it. The other thing, so yesterday I went to go get my nails done before I got my hair done. And there's an Armenian market next to the nail place that I used to go to because I lived in the neighborhood. Don't live there anymore. They have the best French feta cheese. And they also have some really good salami. And this was at 4:30. I ate probably around noon yesterday, my lunch. I did plan. I did take a protein bar of some sort in my bag in the morning, thinking that gap of time between when I eat lunch and when I get home from the hair salon, which is going to be 9 hours, is going to be, I may decide I need something to eat. So anyway, 4:30 comes around, I walk out of the nail salon, there's the Armenian market. I had already thought about it before I even decided to go in. And I was like, what am I going to get when I go in there? Well, I'll get the feta, right? So I ordered a 1/4 pound of French feta cheese. It was $1 something, $1.36, I believe. And there stood the salami. And I was like, okay, I'll have the salami too. 1/4 pound of that, $1.56, right? So basically $3 worth of food. Took forever, and the whole time they were getting it, I'm thinking, what, is this good for me to be getting this stuff? But I figure I'm not going to eat that much of it. So anyway, I ate a small piece of the feta. Now, was it the size of my fingernail? No. It was probably more like the size of my knuckle of my thumb up, right? So, too big. went down really, really good. It's soft. I let it kind of melt in my mouth. But I think it was probably too much for the band, that plugged thing that I hear people talk about. And so it didn't stay down for long, right? So in my car, first, I'm not even, I guess it was a PB, but it really wasn't. I don't know. It's the first one in like a month, right? I have these in my car, empty. So I'm driving in my car down Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, and I feel like it's like this stuff is going to come up, and it was clearly just the spit. You know, it was really just white foam spit. So anyway, I reach in the back of my car, get my cup, I take the lid off, an empty one, and I proceed while driving down Hollywood Boulevard to just spit. You know, no big issue here, just spit. I'm like, oh, great, whatever. So anyway, I keep driving, no pain, no nothing, it was over. And then I'm like, oh, but I still have 40 minutes before I have to get my hair done, and I'm hungry. I could feel my stomach rumbling, so I'll try a piece of the salami. First piece of salami, thin cut, chewed it up really, really well, slid right on down, delicious. Well, of course I had to have another piece, and then another piece. So at the end of the day, talking to a friend on the phone, mind you. I guess I'm sharing this with you because for you guys who are like 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 19 weeks out, and you're having these PB episodes at work, or it's projectile, or oh my god, that first anxiety that you get, like you feel like you can't breathe, but you can. 33 weeks out, I'm like talking to friends on the phone and driving down the street while I'm PBing. Crazy, right? Anyway, I'm talking to my friend, and I'm PBing the salami because obviously either A, I ate 3 pieces was too much, or B, I didn't chew up the second and third piece as good as I did the first. So here I am on the phone with my friend in my car, leaning over in the cup, just at one point he's like, are you choking? What's going on? I'm like, no, no, no. And he's been with me one other time when I ate pepperoni in the very early morning. I think it was like week 12 or week 16 for me. And I had to explain to him what goes on when I do that. So anyway, I'm like, I ate salami, Keith. It's just like the pepperoni. I haven't learned my lesson yet. So anyway, it went fine. I got it all out, and eventually got my hair done and made it home, and got hungry again. Actually, like it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I was like, I don't want to deal with food anymore. Like Sky Moon did a video earlier this week stating that she's afraid of food, and I'm not afraid of food. I haven't gotten there yet. But I do know that it takes work. And I've talked about it in my videos. We have to relearn how to eat. And that's one of the things I have to work on. And so I'm not scared of food, but sometimes I don't want to do the work. I don't want to do the work to have to sit there and focus and chew and eat slow and think about what I have to eat. And you all know I'm going to do it, and we're all going to do it. But this is part of that mental muscle working to not go to the place and get the salami and get the feta, no matter what. Even though, you know what, I got home last night, 9:30 last night, pulled that feta and salami out of my purse, looked at the pricing, $3 under, fuck this shit, into the trash can it went, you know, not going to have that anymore. So I guess I beat it, maybe. Anyway, those are some things. The more you cut your calories and the more you exercise, the lower your calories have to be and the more you have to exercise, for me, at least right now, to see that scale work. When you plan that you have a protein bar in your bag, you got to use the mental muscle to say, go for the protein bar, screw the feta cheese and the salami at the Armenian market. Probably a good idea that I drink these and I have empty ones in the back of my car, because now if I have to, I can just keep on rolling. The PB thing, at least yesterday, was just like an easy roll in my life. So again, it was the first time in about a month or more, so I'm okay with it. Refocusing today, sticking with my exercise, and showing you what I look like. Here I am on Friday the 13th at the office. I don't know if you can see, but my shirt's too big. It could be close to a last wear. But it's casual Friday for me. So anyway, I watched all your videos last night, just too exhausted to comment. Good to see everybody. Looks like everyone's doing alright, so I'll be looking for the rest of your videos. Have a fabulous weekend. I'll check in on Saturday to let you know I got that gym stuff accomplished for the week. So take care, guys. Bye.